All right, let's
Yeah.
go.
All right, we're good to go.
What's going on, kings, queens, and in between? It's your boy Bless Kwasim.
Yo, it's your boy Wire in the building.
All right, today, guys, on the Trans Man Speaks, as y'all can see at the bottom, we have a very in-depth
Very.
conversation that really needs to happen because um, the world feels as though that femininity is only supposed to be for one sex. Uh, and femininity is not something that should be exuded within the male gender. So we're gonna hop into that. So today's topic is, what does femininity mean to you, and can a man be feminine? So now that I asked that question, I'm always gonna get your perspective first.
Of course, of
So
course,
let's go.
of course. I mean, so as far as for me, like my journey with femininity has been quite a roller coaster. From the beginning of identifying with being a man to having hyper masculinity, pushed on me from, being raised in traditional country style, country men, like men is men, women is women, to me understanding that I thought differently than other people, to the point where I'm also realized that I was two spirit as well, which is a balance between masculinity and femininity, and embracing both roles in that case. And as two spirit, we don't believe in, femininity or masculinity belonging to a gender. It is a social and cultural construct. So, throughout different cultures, femininity can be embraced within a man, femininity can be embraced within a woman, masculinity can be embraced within a woman, masculinity can be embraced within a man, or vice versa. They can be balanced out and have both at the same time. They never know. When they wake up, they want to be this way. They go to sleep, they want to be one way. Like, so for me, femininity has never looked like to me, now going into my adulthood as a 30-plus-year-old man, has never been like it's only for a woman. Like, a woman should only have those qualities. A woman should only carry themselves that way, because it's unrealistic if you're being truly honest. It's just no way. How are we born with estrogen and testosterone, and to say that we can only be masculine just because we present as men or we present as a masculine person? That's just that. It's a biological imbalance to say
Right.
that. Like,
Right. And before I jump into my perspective when it comes down to the topic, let's just give our audience the actual definition of feminine and femininity. Okay.
right.
So the definition before feminine, okay, it says having qualities or an appearance traditionally associated with women or girls. A feminine frilled blouse, right?
Right.
Then you go down to the gram. That was the objective portion of it.
Right.
And you go down to the grammar side of things, and it states that of or denoting a gender of nouns and adjectives, conventionally regarding as female. Now, that's a big word there. Conventionally, meaning,
Convention.
right, meaning that for people that don't understand and go in layman terms, meaning that normally it's regarding to a female. Okay. Because again, feminine, female. I mean, that's the first adjective of that is fem. So let's jump into femininity. Gosh, I had it pulled up. Sorry guys.
I can take that if you want me to.
Yeah.
Uh,
Femininity did I had it pulled up. Jeez.
I had it too. Hold on, it went away.
I got it, but
Okay, you got it first. Okay.
I mean, if you want to take it, that's fine. But it's kind of close. But the sociology,
It is, yeah.
the sociology standpoint of the actual word femininity speaks into a different spectrum of it, though. If you go with the regular definition of femininity and go with the sociology portion of it, it's two totally different definitions. But I'll let you read the original, and I'll go with the sociology side of it.
Okay, so for me, when it came up, it said that femininity typically refers to a set of qualities, behaviors, and attributes culturally associated with women.
Okay.
Right.
So sociology says the same thing, but um, it says that it can also provide evidence in some behaviors considering femininity are influenced by both cultural factors, and it's a biological factor. So again, going back into right, going back into the fact that we are all both born with this spectrum
Energy.
energy. The we have the gene, we have all
Yes.
of it.
Yes.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
so let me go into my portion of it. I feel like okay, so I've of course being a trans man, I'm a little sussy, I'm a little saucy sometimes,
Right.
and that comes from again the ideology of my born state. So I was born this way. So those feminine genes will always be within my body. The feminine
Right.
genes will always be there. And I feel like I have been able to tap more into my masculinity because I was at a point to where as though I was not accepting my femininity.
Mm-hmm.
So let me say that again. It was harder for me before coming trans when I was identifying as a stud. Okay. I could not tap into my masculinity without tapping into my femininity, which I was trying to
Mm.
avoid.
Mm.
Wholeheartedly, completely feminine. What? I'm not feminine. That was
Right.
who?
Right.
Quasine? Me? No, I'm not feminine. Not feminine. But again, it took a while for me because again I had to get in tune with my femininity. I had to embrace that feminine side of me. I had to embrace what I was born with. I had to embrace my actual genes. I had to embrace certain things and be okay with it because guess what, that allowed me to tap into further things, i.e. dealing with emotions,
Mm.
i.e. dealing with mood swings.
Mm.
As a trans man, we go through the ringer of emotions and emotional states and emotional things. And to some men, they're like, oh, well, that's just being a bitch, or that, you know, like I have moments to where so I just wake up and I cry.
Right.
And I had to understand it. When women go through postpartum, and they go through certain things that's like your cycle and things of that nature. Like it's times where it was one time I think it was my cousin and my little sister. Like she just woke up and she was crying, and I was like, "Bro, what's wrong with you?" She's like, I don't know. It's just my second day of my period. I don't know why. I'm like, oh, so okay, that's emotional imbalance when your actual hormones are at a disarray. So
Right.
I had to really learn as a man. Well, let me take it back. I really had to learn as a woman to tap into my actual femininity because I was fighting
Right.
it for so long.
Mm-hmm.
I was fighting it for so long. I didn't want to be feminine. I wanted to just be a man. And all I knew, and like you said, based off training and learning and being raised,
Yeah.
it's always men are just, ooh, that you don't see
Yeah,
men cry.
it was the
Gotta,
hyper masculinity that we were raised around. Like, I mean, you were raised in the hood, you know, like you were raised around the streets, and you know, street world is it's hard, like it's
yeah,
hardcore. Like, it's
yeah.
not like you can't be an inch of what they would consider weak or gullible
Or
uh
soft,
or
soft.
soft. Yeah, you can't be
Remember
considered.
that was the biggest thing. You
Yeah,
cannot
like,
be
oh, you
soft.
soft, like you soft,
You're
you
soft.
going soft, like
Oh,
yeah.
we
And
gotta
so
toughen
it
you
was
up.
like a
Yeah,
constant threat when you get out of that, and then you go to social media platforms and you get comments like, "Oh, you soft, like you weak, like why you crying on the internet, like why are you expressing and stuff like that, telling people yo, but like real men don't do this, real men don't do that, like that, that." And it was just so much. I feel like I dealt with, like, when I first came out as trans man, I dealt with so much misogyny that I got to the point where I was just like, I don't even think I want to be a man anymore, bro. Because like I
bro.
don't even think I want to live
There
this life
was
because
times where
this
I
is
would
what
literally
it's
sit in a
saying
room and
to
I
me,
would be
bro.
like, do I really want to be a man? Like,
Like, do I want
cause
to associate with these motherfuckers? Do I
right,
really
because
want this
these
in my
motherfuckers is
business?
retarded. Like, right. Look, goddamn.
Like,
See, that's why you're my
ready?
brother, because we had the same fucking concept and same. Because I literally just look at it like, damn, like y'all are really confused out here.
No, they really are. Like, it's not even they're confused. They know that they need to be able to tap into those things. It is literally fear. They are in fear of how they will be perceived by their peers so much to the point where I even said this. I really despise the podcasts that do like the bashing on women like constantly, 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 because it literally like y'all are showing y'all hate women. Like you hate the ideal of a woman actually being feminine, and then you want them to be feminine, but you don't even know how to embrace femininity your damn self. So how do
Right.
you expect
So
a
when
woman
you
to want to
actually
rest
get
in her femininity?
right,
Right. Like how do you expect a woman to want to rest in her femininity around you when you're not even okay with being feminine?
boy, get
I'm
out
gonna
my
let them answer that. And y'all
get
answer that in the comment section right now. I want to hear
exactly
some men. I want to hear some men say,
some
how do
real
you expect that?
some and I mean not no men, some
Man,
thoroughbreds. I want some of
man,
them. I only wear Timberland boots every single day.
man.
We want to hear this from y'all
Yeah, I
because
want to hear that.
it's because again, like you said, you got those ones that's just like, okay, a man can't be soft, but you want your woman to be soft for you, but you won't tap into your femininity to understand what your woman goes through
Right.
when she's actually being feminine for you,
Boom. There it
or
is, right
when
there.
she's going through the actual things that being feminine comes with.
That part.
The ups, the downs, the lefts, the rights. Don't let her
Right.
get pregnant with your
Right.
baby because you got prepartum, postpartum. You still got postpartum, and that
And you
baby can
still
be
trying to be
8 years old.
hard. Like you still trying to be hard. She just pushed the whole life out of her body. And you still trying to be hard. Come on, man.
And it's kind of like those little complications of the dudes doing a little period test, and the ladies
Oh
just be
yeah.
standing there like,
I'm like, you this wow. Okay.
there was this one guy who did it at a baby shower, and he actually went viral for it. I wish I had the what's the
the
name? Maybe
video.
I can. Hold on, let me see. But he went viral for it,
Yeah.
and he did it. And after he went on TikTok, he was like, "Yo, I commend the shit out of y'all." He was like,
Y'all are strong.
he said, he was like, he said, I didn't make it past the third level. And he said, my wife sat next to me, and that he said the device was on a 10. He said,
Yeah.
I commend y'all women. He said, because he said he was stuttering. He said, I can't do it. He
No,
was like,
I
I
seen the
can't
video.
do it.
I know the video you're talking
He
about.
said, I commend women. And he was like, this will allow me to now respect women more and
Tap in.
allow myself to tap
Mhm.
into my femininity.
Right. Right. And
Again,
that the
me,
crazy part about that is you get to choose the pain level you got. A woman
we did
does
it.
not. Like it either comes or it
Or it
goes.
goes.
It's either there or it's not.
Oh, and don't let you be in sync with one of your friends
Shut up.
and she come on early
Like,
or or
hey,
or 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 you in sync with your girl
with the
and
partner.
y'all just
Yeah.
butting
With your
heads.
partner.
Man, get out of here. Yeah, no.
That should be funny though. That is
But
so
I
funny.
mean, it literally allowed me being born, me being assigned female at birth, and then
Mhm.
now walking my true journey has really allowed me to tap into my femininity because that's a bigger part of being a man.
Right.
You have to tap into what those
You have to.
chromosomes are within you.
Mhm.
And what happens is you fight it for so long, and this is what caused men to snap. This is what caused men to fight and lose in their relationships because you have some woman that will. Man, what? I come right here as a grown ass man and crawl in the bed like a big ass baby and curl up under my girl. You got me bent, and guess what? I'm sleeping 3.5.
Right.
Why? Because guess what? I ain't got to be this hard, tough guy like, well, I'm going to just roll over and go to sleep. No, I'm going to curl. And sometimes I'm the little spoon. I don't care.
There's nothing wrong with that, man.
Again,
There's nothing wrong with
tapping
that.
into your femininity, but your average person would be like, no, I'm the big spoon. No, nigga, try being a little
Okay.
spoon sometimes. It actually feels nice.
It doesn't
Feels really
change your
good.
masculinity at all. Like
But
it doesn't change it.
but the concept to most people,
Is that it is. Yeah.
that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And it sucks that's their mindset behind this, but
Because they're
that's
missing out on a lot. Me personally, I be feeling kind of sad. I feel sympathetic for people because I be like, man, like y'all are fighting so hard to keep this traditional way of thinking in your head, and you're missing out on beautiful moments with your partner. Like you're missing out on beautiful moments, even with your fellow brothers. Like you're missing on beautiful moments. Like there's men that are afraid to hug another man because they're afraid that it's going to be considered feminine and gay.
yeah, and
They
and
are
this is
afraid
the
to
whole
show
reason. And
love
right,
to a human being
this
because
is
of fear of what some man that ain't paying your bills is gonna say.
well,
It
you
ain't.
got to understand. It goes back into what we were talking about, right?
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying though, but that's the sad part. That's why I say I feel so sympathetic to them because they live in an actual fear. Like you're living in fear of what others will think of you.
Yeah,
And the
and
moment you break free of that, I feel so good for those people that finally break free of that. I love seeing like real like black men, like especially black men. I really like seeing black men when they have real conversations, like they're sitting down and they're having actual conversations, being empathetic towards their fellow man, like having that conversation where they're saying, hey, I went through this and this is what happened to me, and actually having a safe space for them to have valid points and validate
yep,
their feelings and
yep,
not make them feel bad for saying, hey, this bad thing happened to me, but here I am, like now. Like I don't want y'all to think I'm telling you this story to make you feel like sorry for me. I'm telling you the story because I feel comfortable to open up to you as my brother.
yeah, yeah, and
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of men that I grew up around had that concept. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna shake your hand. I'm not gonna hug you because that's soft. It's gay.
Right. Right.
It wasn't allowed for another man, like you said, to embrace another man in a sense of giving in that feminine touch, or just giving, like you said, that brotherly love. And that's what's wrong with a lot of us that I feel like that was born
Mhm.
within the 70s, 80s, and 90s, because there was that complicity of you had to be like Mr. T all the time. And that's just a concept. You know what I mean? But you had to
Yeah.
be like Mr. T all the time. I pity the fool head ass.
Right.
Like you feel me? Like I'm not about to hug you. I'm not about to embrace you. And that's why a lot of men that was born in the 80s with us, they don't even embrace their kids. And that's why a lot of them went down
Right.
the road that they went down, because they don't know what actual love is and what it is to
Right.
tap into that feminine side of yourself to
Yes.
be able to embrace
Mm.
the you.
Yep.
And that's where I'm getting at with reason why I said I felt like we should do this episode first, because that's where it actually goes in systemic as world that we live in. That's what's wrong with a lot of our men. They don't know what embrace is. They don't know what
Yeah.
femininity is. They don't know what being soft feels
Mm.
like. They don't know if tapping into that soft place in your heart feels like.
Mhm.
And this is why you have a lot of black men that go to jail. This is why you have a lot of young black men that follow in their footsteps of their
Right.
parents, because of the simple fact they don't get the embrace, they don't get the love.
Nope.
They get in that feminine side from their mother, but from their fathers or the men that's around them, because for God forbid, some of these young brothers don't have a father. They only
They
have
don't have
uncles
that.
or people
They don't
that's
have
around.
figures at all, honestly.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So
'Cause it used to
it
be
goes,
like back in the day, you had like a grandfather that you could look at. You had an uncle that you could look at that came around all the time to check up on you, make sure you was doing what you was supposed to be doing. We don't have that. We don't have that structure no more.
no,
As
we
much as
don't.
people want to say it, we don't.
We don't.
That's
We
a
don't have
hundred
that.
percent fucking facts. We don't have that shit anymore. I have looked at this new generation of children, and I feel sad, bro. Like it's like we barely had that, but some of us really did have that too. But now it's just like these kids are not even being raised by their parents for one thing. So if they do have both parents, they're still not being raised by some of them. And then at the next thing is if they only have one parent, that one parent is taking on both roles, and they sometimes get imbalanced. So they have a mom who has to be masculine, and that doesn't get to show them femininity and be soft and
Right.
nurturing
That just
and
shows that
important.
their mom can play both roles.
Right, and there is that, and there are some mothers. I mean, I swear to God, they are doing a great freaking job. Like they're able
Oh
to
yeah.
balance both sides, and they're able to give their kids on both sides of what they need. And I'm never going to talk down on a single mother or a single father that is
Oh,
able to do those things. But there are a lot of two-parent homes that can't do it. And that's the sad part. That's the freaking sad part. They still live in this hyper sensitivity of, oh, I gotta be this or I gotta be that. I can only be one of these or I can only be one of that. That's just the way it is. You got
exactly. And
you got
that's
your
the
mom for that. You
problem.
got your dad for that. Like, no, I got both of y'all. Both of y'all can show me the same things.
Exactly.
If I want a
And
hug from my dad, I want a hug from my dad. Like, if I don't want a hug from my mom, I don't want a hug from my mom. I want you to hug me. I want you
and
to
that's
show me.
not and then
Like,
I think about it, like my dad gave me hugs, but it wasn't on no like, hey baby girl, come here, just give me a hug. It was just like, all
right.
right,
It was like,
I'm forcing you to give me this hug, so
yeah.
you kind of got to give it to me.
Mm,
But yeah,
okay.
it goes into
Here's
that,
the
like,
intention behind it. I get you.
yeah, like you don't pay attention to that type of shit when you're younger, and you
Mhm.
don't pay attention that, okay, yeah, my dad is masculine, but I've never really seen him be feminine either.
Right.
You know, I've never seen my dad cry.
Mhm.
I don't even think that man cried at his mama's funeral.
Wow.
And that's a problem. That's why we're having this conversation, folks, because it's okay to tap into your feminine side. It is okay for you to, cry. It's okay for you to feel a little saucy at times. Like, yeah, I look good.
Okay to be nurturing.
Right.
It
It's
is
okay to
okay.
be nurturing. Like, it's okay. It is,
Be
look,
sensitive.
look.
To give
It is
grace.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing wrong with
Mm-hmm.
it.
Nothing.
Tap into it. I bet you feel much better at a later date.
Right. Right.
And if you are one of my oh, I pity the fool, bros. How about you just out of nowhere go, and if you have kids, go hug your kid because that's something that you never did. It's just out of the blue and just go do it. Go see how happy they
Right.
get. Or go and hug your wife, or do something out of the blue for your missus that's normally not that's out of your character.
Right.
Do
I,
that. That's
I just
tapping
had
into
something to
your
say about that.
femininity.
I had something to say about that because I've seen videos like via social media that where the husband or the father will randomly just like out of nowhere come and hug like their partner or come and hug the children. And like
And
I
see their
saw
reaction.
one, it was the reactions, and I was just like, there was one, it was like I think it was like it was a white couple, and they're like popular on TikTok, and he doesn't really usually show like a lot of physical affection to her, and but he does other things. That's his other love languages and stuff like that.
Right.
But he finally like just because her love language was physical touch, and he gave her a hug for a long time, and she just was like, "Is everything okay? Are you all right? Like, are you sick?" And he's like, "No, I
I
just
just
wanted to
want
give
to
you a hug."
hug.
And
Right.
it's like, but that shows you the disconnect of them being so used to it and so comfortable, like it's like literally a physical body shock. Like it's a literal shock to the body. Like, why are you doing that? Because like my intention is like
I'm
if you're
not
doing
used
that,
to it. Right.
like what's going on? But for him to just genuinely be like, I just wanted to actually give you some physical touch, some physical love, because I know that's your love language. And that means a lot to a person. And it shows
Yeah.
growth.
Yeah. Like I literally, I am in my relationship with my partner, I am the one who will cry for the affection more so than she will.
Yeah.
And that's just because, again, as a kid, I didn't get it.
Right.
So when you are at an aspect of certain things in your life, you start to put the puzzles together of why you are a certain way when you are an adult versus when you were a kid, and now everything starts to come together. But yeah, like I'm the one, like, baby, get a look. I know you just gave me a hug, but goddamn it, I need another one.
Right.
Like I
I
know you
tell
just gave me a kiss, but goddamn it, I need another.
listen,
She
like
be like,
I've
that
gotten
was like 30 seconds
like
ago. Okay, 30
right,
seconds too long.
right.
I need another one.
Right. Right.
Baby,
Sometimes, like with
can you
mine,
just rub my
do
chin?
the same thing. I
Look,
do the same thing before we even came in here. If I know I'm about to come in here, because like what I told her, like she says, "Are you going to work?" And I'm like, "Yeah," because if she knows I'm going here into the closet room, into the content room, I'm going to work. This is what I'm doing right now. I'm working right now. I'm about to do some content right now. I'm about to check on S&P, or I'm about to do this or that, 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 that. And before I do it, if I know I'm going to be in here for a long time, this is office. This is office time. I'll
yeah,
kiss her.
hey,
I'll hug
yeah,
her.
love you.
I say I love you. I'll hold it for 30 seconds because the body technically literally needs a chemical reaction of 30 seconds of a body hold and a hug and embrace to release endorphins. So I'll just be like, let me hold you for a little bit because I'm gonna be here
Let
for a
me
while. You need
hold
anything?
you.
I like, you need anything? She's like, no, okay, I love you. And he's like, I go in here, and here I am now, doing what I gotta do.
Yeah,
So, it didn't change anything about me. I'm still a man. She still knows I am. She still treats me the same way. Nothing has changed. I go
yeah,
back here. We sit down. We gonna watch some stuff, and that's what we gonna do for the night.
yeah. I would with your sister. I'd be like, look, if she see me grab the laptop, the iPad, and my phone, and I'm headed out the door, she'd be like, "You
Going to
going to
work.
the baby?" Yeah.
Yup.
All right. Well, I see you when you come back in here. And be like, okay. Love you.
Right.
Bye.
Right.
But
Yeah, we
yeah,
got some supportive ass partners. I'll tell you
a
that
okay.
right
It
now.
is a okay for
Supportive
any
as hell.
and everybody to be a okay with tapping into your femininity.
Yes.
That even go for my studs. Okay.
Oh, that's a whole nother thing right there. That's a whole
Well,
nother
you
thing. I
thought I
mean,
wasn't
you
gonna
touched on that.
you thought I wasn't gonna bring that up?
Mm,
Men, we
mm,
not just
mm,
talking to
mm,
y'all. Studs, come hither. Come to
mm.
the front.
Come to the
Because
front of the class, everybody.
it is okay for your girl to grab your booty. You have it, embrace it. It is okay for a stud to, I'm going to go ahead and flip my hair. It's
Right.
okay. You're a woman.
The
Embrace it.
person the person I think would be like great to have on for that conversation,
Oh.
uh, is Samira. She would be great because she's been actually speaking about that a lot. She has been speaking on, people
Let me go
putting
ahead and text her real quick.
right. She's been speaking on people putting her under the the category of stud. Like she even made the statement, I never said I was a stud. You know,
Right.
she's like, y'all decided to categorize me at that as that. But I am perfectly fine with my femininity and my masculinity. And
Right.
I think that would be a dope ass conversation. I mean, just to circle back to it in a way, because there's just so many things, there's so many aspects that we could go into detail with femininity and
Definitely.
everything. I really think
Definitely.
that would be great. That's going to be for the next type of episodes, guys.
Yeah. 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 All right. Well, without further ado, we got some amazing news to share with you guys. Your
Uh,
boys are always booked and busy, and I am actually trying to send this to myself really quickly so I could share. I could
okay.
put it up on the screen. But we will be next weekend in a very, very amazing place that I have never been to. So it's my first time. And I'm loving it, and it's with the S&P gang, um, and it's I think it's our first big event of the year, right?
Yeah, it is actually. Hmm.
Yeah, it really is. Again, like we told y'all, this year we didn't come to play with anybody, so don't expect us to play because we didn't. And if you thought that we was out here playing with y'all, guess again, because we're not. We're not. This year is we have already spoken into fruition that this year we will be booked and busy. And since the strike of January 1st, we both has been booked and busy. I have
Yep.
not sat my ass down and had a weekend to myself since the bringing in of the year.
Hey,
So,
I'm happy
hey,
about that for you, though.
hey,
I'm very happy about that for you.
hey, I'm gonna tell you like this.
Where you should be.
We both all knew what we were getting ourselves into, and we both all knew that once that clock strike 12 that it was a new year, time for new affirmations, and I actually take those affirmations that we brought into the new year with us and turn them into fruition and turn those into big dreams and goals.
Mhm.
So I didn't come to play with y'all.
Yep.
Guess what? Guess what your brother did?
What you done?
I went and got my passport. I went and paid for it.
Oh, good job. I still gotta get mine, but I'm getting
Hey,
it.
hey, look how long it took me, and we talked about this what last year,
Right.
sometime beginning of last year.
I was
But
already
I,
told
I
you
had
like with mine, so
I had a lot of stuff going on, but you know we're not gonna talk
yes,
about that. But I'm getting ready to send this to myself. But pause the calls, my beautiful people, so I can share this flyer with you guys.
yeah.
Uh, I had to pause y'all real quick.
Okay.
But yeah, man, like we are definitely going to continue to be booked and busy. We want to hear from you all. I know you guys can't
Yeah.
see me right now, but
I can see you still,
oh
actually.
yeah, you can. Ah, man,
Mhm.
cool.
Yeah.
But we are always going to stay booked and busy regardless. And we want to know not only your perspectives of things that you guys want to see on the show, like we talked about on the last episode, but we also want to know who would you like to see on the show, and if there's a possibility that we can get them on here within the
Yeah.
LGBTQ community and within the cis community and our allies, regardless. If we can get them on the show, we'd be more than happy. But again, it takes you guys to be able to provide that for us.
100%.
Right. So
100%.
what we're going to do now is let me see, how do I, there we go, present it. I'm going to add this beautiful flyer into, come on now, don't do this to me. uh, uh, why are you being mean? It's acting up. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm sorry.
No problem. Also, while he's pulling that up, guys, I just want to, fill the air a little bit while we're waiting. Um, if you see us down in NOLA and you are in New Orleans for Black Pride, for the Mardi Gras, for all of the events that are going on, because there's always something going on in NOLA. If y'all are down there and y'all see us, don't don't be afraid to say hi. Get a
Oh
picture
yeah,
taken.
come
You know,
grab me and say, "Can I get a picture?" Because guess
we
what?
would
I'm
love
all
that.
for it.
We would love that. We would
I'm
love
all
that. If
for it.
you want us together, individually, whatever it is, it does not matter. Don't be afraid to approach us in any kind of way, except for don't be all too crazy about it. But
Oh yeah,
approach.
don't. Hey, look. Don't be too
If
crazy
y'all
about it.
follow us and you see us and you know you're like, oh shoot, they're gonna be in New Orleans. Let me find out about it. And come on, come on down. Come see
Come
about it.
on in the
Are
room.
going to be at the event. We definitely want to network with you guys, network with us, see if we can all get together, do something, maybe have you on the show, whatever it is. Definitely connect with us, okay?
Right. We don't bite. Um,
You know, I feel
at
like a lot
all.
of people think I do, but I mean, I do,
I
but that's for
mean,
other person.
I do. True, I do, but I don't bite all the time. You know,
Right.
I don't, not all the time. Maybe sometimes, but not all the time. But yeah,
I
for
like
some strange
that.
reason, it's not working, and it's making me mad. I should have did
Baby,
this earlier.
baby,
This
baby,
is really
baby.
not. It's not working for me,
I
and it's
think I have it on my phone. I might be able to like put it up on the phone.
yeah. If you can see if you can merge it in, because my desktop is acting really slow.
Because I'm on my laptop, so I hold
Well,
on.
I have it on the laptop. That's what I'm saying.
I
Let's
don't have
see.
it on the laptop. Sadly, I don't. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Oh, let me see if it's even on here.
It sounds like my mother is home. That's what it sounds like.
Where is it at? Okay, maybe I don't have it on here. Bear with us, y'all. A few little technical
Yes,
difficulties.
please give us 2 seconds.
Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second.
Let's see.
Okay, no, I ain't got that shit. Um,
I'm not. Hold on. No,
I
love.
wish she had it on the actual page, but she only posts it on the stories. Makes
Oh
it
no,
hard.
I'm not good. Bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. Uh, from the computer. There we go. Download pictures. Why is it not? Let's see. Let's go back here. Let's go to the desktop and NOLA. Because I literally just.
Okay, go to let's see. I think I got it.
I love technology sometimes. Sometimes I hate it.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
Well, I see your editorial print right now.
yeah. She posted it. I love Boss Lady. Shout out to S&P because I promise y'all. Matter of fact, let's do it this way. Let me share my
Okay,
screen.
with the headshot, sir.
I'm not doing this with you. Yes,
I just redid mine as well. So
yes, man. Hey, we need you at the next shoot, sir. There's
for
no,
sure, for sure. I got to figure it out. I am on the I am going to do the virtual the virtual influencer workshop with her. So I'm on that next month.
yeah, I gotta do some stuff myself. So
But
they go to Google Drive. Maybe it went to Google
yeah,
Drive.
I miss our shoots though. I really do, man.
Bro, it was like we never left. I
Yeah,
swear.
that's true. It just felt like it's been so long, like since we actually
It,
did like a one
I
actual shoot.
mean, it really has, but it hasn't. Like
Yeah, yeah.
it's literally. Well, our last shoot was November. It's only
Mm,
January.
with SMP,
Yeah, it was November.
was it?
Yeah, yes, it was
Oh,
November,
that's probably
sir.
because I wasn't there. If I'm not there, I don't remember.
It was, yeah, it was. It was all. Hold on, I think I found it. I think I found it. No,
You found it?
yeah, I should have because it wasn't on all files. There we go. Bing bang. Pull it up.
Yay.
Saying invalid file type. I do not like.
What's good, y'all? My bad.
Huh?
My bad. The audio started playing. I was trying to find it, but it started playing something else.
They keep saying invalid file type. So, long story short, if you
Anyway,
guys
guys.
follow us, I'll figure this out at a later date. But if you guys are following us, which you guys should be, because you guys are our number one fans and we love you guys.
Yeah.
You guys have gotten us from one follower to thousands. And we definitely appreciate you guys for that. And without further ado, we'll be in New Orleans for Black Pride. Um, and we will be there in representation of Stud Model Project, and we will also be there in representation of ourselves because we are our
Yes.
own brand as well. But
Wow.
if you are in New Orleans and you see us or you see the S&P gang or a model that you just so happen to have a crush on or whatever,
Not the crush though.
feel free to walk up. Yes, the crush. I said what I said.
Yeah.
In
It's
my
the
best Nitty Leagues voice. I said what I said.
I
But
said
yeah,
what I wanted to say. I would have wrote it.
if y'all if
Okay, hold
y'all
on. I don't know if y'all can see this, but that is what the flyer looks like, everybody.
yes, and that's where we will
That is the
be.
flyer. And you see these
So
Stud Model Project. Damn, I done disappeared. Y'all see this Stud Model Project emblem right
emblem,
there.
yeah,
So
yeah. So we will definitely be there in the building again. We will be in NOLA. I will be arriving on Friday, and I won't be leaving until late Sunday night. So if y'all wanna, show up and come to the show, you can find
Man.
the tickets on Eventbrite. It's
February 3rd, everybody.
Yeah,
February 3rd.
February 3rd, and it's on
Ribbon city.
Eventbrite. It's on Eventbrite as Black Pride NOLA, and tickets
Mm-hmm.
are still being sold. And I believe they will still be selling tickets at the door the day of. Again, we will be
They
in
just
New
will be a little
Orleans.
bit higher, but get them while you can.
Yeah, yeah,
They'll be a little bit higher, so get them right now.
yeah. But without further ado, our good people, we are getting ready to close out this beautiful show. Until next
Mm-hmm.
time, this is a Trans Man Speaks.
Definitely a trans man speak. See y'all later, man.
We out of here. Eh.